times it's not exciting, no question. Being a black man is demanding. The fire's in my eyes and the flames need fanning. The fire's in my eyes and the flames need fanning.
So what's up, guys? So I just wanted to tell you guys this random story. This time of year, you know, December, the holiday season, fall, winter, a lot of things have taken place in my life, like I'm sure it has for a lot of you guys during this time of year. But it's like shit runs on schedule. But I was just thinking about this time, my kid's mom. Okay, first and foremost, I'm from Baltimore. She's from the Bronx, right? Story Ave, Classen Point. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who's familiar with the South Bronx, you know what I'm saying? Classen Point and Soundview beef, and she's from you know what I'm saying? She's from Classen Point. I actually saw the whole, just a little smidgen of the Soundview Classen Point beef take off. But I was just thinking, you know, just reminiscing about this time of year, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12 years ago and shit. We were in New York, and my kid's mom, her mother had just died. So we were actually going back and forth for a little while. You know, like every other week it seemed like we were driving back and forth to New York to Maryland. But for this one period of time, we were actually up there for some weeks, a month or so. We were up there for a little while, trying to take care of everything for her mom's funeral. And this is around the time when I first got introduced to her younger cousins. I'm not going to say any names, of course, but allegedly one of her younger cousins, who she treated like a little nephew, you know what I'm saying, was her cousin. For the sake of this video, the name of her cousin was Nikki. But they, you know what I'm saying, they related to each other like they were sisters. So apparently her son was on the run down in Maryland because he allegedly attempted to shuffle someone loose to mortal coil. I'll just put it in those terms. Allegedly, this is what happened. Now, her other cousin, these two kids weren't related. They were cousins. They weren't siblings, I should say. Her other cousin was still in New York. He was actually on the Soundview side of things, agitating motherfuckers. Now, see, the kid is bugged out. He's schizophrenic. You know what I'm saying? He's schizophrenic, and I mean, he is clinical. I mean, he is certifiable. I mean, it's no joke. I've watched this kid. You know what I'm saying? Because he used to think he could rap too. So when he was down in Maryland with us, what he would do is he would fucking sit on the phone for hours and call a radio station so he can try to freestyle on a little Friday, Saturday night little freestyle calling shit they had jumping off. It was an all night thing. Anyway, we were up. It was a house full of people. Her cousin who was on the run, his daughter's mom was there, a couple other people, her oldest daughter, not our kid, together was in the crib. It was quite a few people in there, some kids. So this little stupid motherfucker, he comes running to the crib, right, banging on the door. So my kid's mom, this was before we even had our first kid together, her daughter opens the door. Get off my cousin! What are y'all doing to my cousin? So I run to the door, push out the way, like, you know, tell her lawyers to get the fuck back. When I came to the door, you know what I'm saying, the kids that were fucking shorty up, you know what I mean, had hemmed up on the door, they kind of jumped back. But I seen the kid had a fucking razor to shorty's throat, and he jumped back. And he straight told him, you know what I'm saying, yo, we won't be back. We're going to kill your punk ass. We'll be back. So they ran off or whatever, right? Before they ran off, you know, he's talking shit. Oh, yeah, come back. And her daughter runs out of the house. What y'all do? Y'all not going to do nothing to my cousin. So, I had to regulate. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is not me trying to, you know, boast about, you know, who I am or what type of person I am or whatever. But this is how men handle problems. Because today, in today's society, you got men out here pulling out their phones and shit and recording all that kind of drama and beef so they can world star that shit. No, real men step into situations and squash stupid shit. And that's what I did. I told her, shut your little ass the fuck up and get in the house. You know what I'm saying? How the fuck are you helping? You can't beat anybody out here. Get the fuck in the house. He talking shit. I had to smack him in his face and tell him to get in the house. Like, man, shut the fuck up. These dudes just chased you back to the crib with a fucking razor to your throat. Don't break bad because I'm out this motherfucker. Like, this is not my hood. You know what I'm saying? I'm out of my element up here. Get the fuck in the house. So they runs off. So I'm not gonna say that I've had situations like that, but I'm going to just say this to all of you dudes who don't know, all you square business motherfuckers out there who don't know how to survive in the hood, I'm going to give you a tip, man. Listen, when you are in a neighborhood, a city, a town, whatever, if you are out of your element, even if you're in your element, but out of your element, because in your element you should be able to read all the characters on the board. You should know who is about their business and who's not. And if you don't, you probably don't belong in the hood you live in. But anyway, you want to, when somebody sells you death like that, or sells somebody death like that, you have to intervene. You have to take swift, immediate action. You can't lay around calling everybody's bluff thinking that nothing's going to go down. I mean, remember, this is a territorial beef. Soundview and Classen Point. These kids ran all the way to Classen Point, chasing him to his door. So they obviously weren't afraid to breach those territorial boundaries. You know what I'm saying? Plus, I mean, Shorty wasn't nobody on a totem pole anyway, so they probably didn't fear too much any retaliation from his side. But, however, and it could also have something to do with what his cousin had gotten into, allegedly. All of these things could be connected. I never found out the story behind that, and there's no point trying to get a full story out of this kid. So anyway, I go in the crib. Immediately, I tell everybody go upstairs. Everybody sleeping upstairs tonight. Everybody. You know what I'm saying? I told my girl at the time, you, Shorty, and all y'all take all the kids and one in the back room. I made sure all the windows and doors are locked. You know what I'm saying? Secured the crib, turned out all the lights, drew the shades. You know what I'm saying? And about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, the little motherfuckers came back and they lit the downstairs up. They lit that shit the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Bullet holes, you know what I mean? The windows were shot up. You know what I'm saying? Fortunately, that's where they left it, like that. They didn't come in the crib. You know what I'm saying? Because there were too many fucking females and kids in there. That shit would have been hugged. That shit would have been horrible. That shit would have been ugly, man. You know what I'm saying? That shit would have been ugly. I'd have done my best, but yeah, this little. So what I had to do, I had to end up taking this motherfucker back to Maryland. Now because my girl, she wanted me to be there with her, I dropped him off because, again, his cousin was down there. We let him stay in our crib, which was a horrible fucking mistake. So he's down there with him. These motherfuckers in our crib partying and shit the whole time we up in New York handling business and shit. Know what I mean? Man, it was a crazy ass fucking experience, you know. Nothing else happened after that, you know what I'm saying? Nothing else happened, you know. I like I said, I brought him back to Maryland, you know what I'm saying? And I was on a quick turnaround, you know what I'm saying? I brought him back to Maryland. I hollered at some of my peoples, you know what I'm saying? Because my whole thing was, I wasn't trying to go back up to New York, you know what I'm saying, empty fucking handed. I even stopped fucking with a homeboy of mine because before I took him back to Maryland, I called him like, yo, I need a burner, you know what I'm saying? Blah, blah, blah. This is what happened. So he telling me, yo, you just need to come back, man. I'm like, look, man, my girl mother just died. You know what I'm saying? She is the only one who is capable of handling this business. Her older sister, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, I can't leave her up here with her daughter. I don't know what the fuck these dudes might do. I can't just leave, and I can't tell her to forget burying her mom. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is you talking about? You're like, well, I'm saying, yo, this, that, and the third. I don't want you to get trouble doing nothing stupid. I'm like, I'm not doing nothing stupid. I'm trying to hold my people down. I'm not going back. I'm not going to go get the burner from you and come back to New York and shit and, know what I mean, try to play Frank White out this motherfucker. Nah. I just wanted this shit so in case some more late night ride-bys, you know what I'm saying, I can at least yak back off at these niggas, you know what I'm saying, let them know that this ain't no easy pickings, you feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying, you know, and it's bound to draw more attention. Now, I mean, people that fuck with the family and shit, they started coming to me, fucking with me, rapping to me like, yo, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Seeing that I was holding shit down. So anyway, I stopped fucking with homeboy, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't telling him to let me hold a burner so I can go body somebody. I just wanted it to protect me and mine. That's it. That's it. You know what I'm saying? A real homeboy, a real homie would have slid you that burner like, yo, I trust you enough not to go out there and do nothing stupid. Yada yada yada, this, that, and the third. Blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna tell you what I would have did with the burner if I would have had to use it. But let's just say that I would have made sure that he would not have went down for that shit, basically, or anything. But anyway, man, so I linked up with my peoples to get a burner to go back up to New York with, just in case anything happened. Fortunately, nothing occurred when I dropped his little dumbass off. I did like a 36-hour turnaround, man. I went on there, dropped him off, made sure shit was secure, you know what I'm saying? Gathered me up some supplies or whatever, bam, and I hit the road, you know what I'm saying? I don't even think I stopped. I think I smoked the whole blunt on that trip, that late night trip. On the Jersey Turnpike is fucking horrible. I don't give a fuck what time of day it is. Anyway, man, but I don't know. I just felt like telling you guys this random story, man, about one of these experiences out of my life. You know, there are plenty of situations like that where one wrong decision or one wrong move could have cost me and a lot of other people their fucking lives. You know, and it's hard. It's hard dealing with other people's shit when that bullshit that they have introduced to you is an unknown quantity. You know what I'm saying? I had no idea. I didn't know anything about the Soundview and Class and Point beef until I was up there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I listened to the Fat Joe records and Big Pun shit and them talking about, you know, Soundview and Class and Point. I just didn't put two and two together when I was up there. You feel me? Until that night, you know. But her fucking peoples, man. These New York kids. I mean, I don't have anything against New York people in particular. Just these motherfuckers, man, with nothing but drama nonstop, man. Her one fucking cousin, fucking Nathan and shit, the little schizophrenic kid, man. This kid was a source of so much fucking trouble. I mean, God, I had to stop dudes from killing this kid, man, on a number of occasions. I mean, I had to step in when dudes were chumping him and straight punking him and shit, taking his clothes and shit. I had to go get his shit back for him. Man, those are stories all their own, man. But I just wanted to tell you about this random story because this time of year it always makes me think about the things that happen this time of year. Like when my homeboy Timmy got murdered right in front of me and shit, you know. Anyway, I'm gonna stop now. That's a story for another day, but I don't know, maybe this would be a whole new segment, you know, on my channel, you know, random stories from my life, you know, and stay tuned for the book, too, because it'll have way more detail. But like I said, I just want to talk about that random incident where we was in the Bronx and the crib got shot up dealing with this stupid motherfucker. And like I said, it's not the last time this little motherfucker put me in a position like that. But fortunately, though, I'm still here, and I have no idea where he is. But I don't know, man. I just wanted to share that with y'all. I'm out. Peace.